Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 80. Watch out the creek. Watch out the creek.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it with McKinnon. And some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jarek McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He finds Beckham complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 41. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunky yardage picked up there.
First down carry for Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and a couple. Rosen. They complete it to Hill. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant tacks on the extra point. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check 50, check 50.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down, McKinnon. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jarek McKinnon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
A 3rd down gain of 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Flush to his right. Got some real estate inside the 30. This one hauled in by Sample. And finally taken down at the 15. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Watch out.
61, matchbox lights.
From the 31, Rosen. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. Double up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, McKinnon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check. 59. I hope he brought your
On 3rd down, Rosen. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete to the tight end Sample. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Give them 6 there, but now it's 3rd. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun on third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Henry. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Ready?
Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Grant. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. McKinnon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 59.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
You gonna see me again. 25, check 25, check 25.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's Rosen to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey!
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Corey Clement hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Again, it's Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Jackson. This is caught by Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, alert, alert.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, echo.
Now it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rosen. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Strong right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Alert. Hey, wahoo.
Rosen to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bills, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.